is it wrong of me to be interested in meeting girls, but not really want to meet a girl that may already have, uh, children from previous relationship?
Mm, sure.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think let's probably handle the second question first, is what I would say.
Mm.
And then Maria, if you want to hop on with the second question, I can answer the first question here. Um, is it wrong to not want to talk to someone who has kids, right?
Like, I have no problem talking and being all friends and everything.
Mm,
It's just, a lot of times if, when it comes to relationship getting into relationships with a woman that has children already, you're having to deal with their previous, with the previous partner,
sure.
and you have to accept all the drama and all the et cetera, whatever stuff with that, that comes with that, and it's like,
Sure.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, ultimately, right? We're on Catholic Match to find relationships, right?
Yeah.
We're on Catholic Match to find the one, right? That's the reason we're on here. Um, I will say this, like the short answer is no. It's not wrong. It's not morally wrong to have a preference for someone who does not have kids before, right? That's not morally wrong, however, at all. However, I would encourage you, Andrew. So it seems like, I mean, I don't know you personally, but it
Mm,
seems like, just in the our short conversation we have, there seems to be a little bit of what I like to call projection, right, onto people, right, where if you know if they're from the US, I don't want to move to the US because of these reasons. Like if they have kids, there's going to be complications with their former lovers or their baby daddies or whatever, right? There's going to be
mhm,
complications that come with that. I wouldn't
mhm,
paint such a broad brush on people. That's the
mhm,
first thing I would say. Just, I mean, not knowing you, that's the first thing I would say. Okay, just from
mhm,
your speech is first of all, give people a chance, right?
mhm,
Before we make a statement over, okay, this is going to be too hard or this is going to be too easy, right? That's what I would say. So, I mean, I've met there's so many amazing single mothers on here, right? On
mhm,
on Catholic Match, right? Who would make absolutely amazing wives, right? Um, and so many guys I talk to single mothers all the time on here who the amount of guys who don't give up the time of day simply because they have a child, right?
mhm,
So I would encourage you, first off, no, it's not wrong, Andrew, for you to have a preference for that. But at the same time, I would highly, highly encourage you to not let that be a deal breaker because who knows what the Lord
mhm,
has in store for you. Get to know them, right? And if it is, right, if it does get to be too much drama, if it does to be something you don't want to get into, that's totally fine to take a step back. But don't automatically take them out of the running per se
mhm.
because of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Mhm.
Like, another reason why don't I guess I haven't really been on the mindset of opening to that is also, you gotta understand, let's say the mother has, a 5 or 4-year-old kid. Children at at those ages tend to grow very close to new people very quickly, and like, think, like, if me and this a woman, we meet in person, so on, she we seem to, for a while, really hit it off and everything. She winds up introducing me to her child or her children, whatever, and the
Mhm.
number is. If it doesn't work out, it not only kind of hurts both of us that, well, it didn't work out, but it also kind of hurts more of the child because, well, the child may have grown a connection with me, and that's another reason I don't really feel so comfortable. Like, I don't want to hurt the child and make the child feel like, oh, well, he left my mom because of the fact that because of me. Like, it's
Sure.
not because of him. It's
S- So, Andrew, I'll say this. You
mhm.
used one word multiple times when just explaining that. And that was the
Sorry
word.
about that.
No, no, no. You're good. You're good. It was the word if. right?
Yeah.
It was the word if,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
If this child gets attached to me, right? If they feel like I'm abandoning them, right? You simply don't know, right? We don't know what the future holds, right? And so it's important to not make decisions. This was told to me by my spiritual director. I'll pass it on to you. Take it or leave it as you will. But it changed my life when I did this. Don't base decisions off of fears. Okay. Definitely don't base decisions off of ifs, right? If this could happen in the future, right? Don't base your decisions off of that, right? Don't base your decisions, don't base who you're going to talk to, right? Off of,
Yeah.
well, what if it doesn't turn out bad? Right? Because what if it
Mm.
turns out amazing? Right?
True.
So I would take the word if out of your vocabulary when talking about relationships. That's
I guess.
ultimately what I would say. But
I agree.
awesome.
I would say, yeah, I agree with Tony. I think my mom would always say, don't borrow trouble. Like, if you're not in this situation, I wouldn't fret over it. But it makes sense that you're thinking about it. I guess while you're sort of staying open, I agree with Tony that it is totally okay to have preferences. I would say if you're just kind of maybe taking it to prayer or something, I would suggest seeing what is coming up in your heart based around being open to talking to women who have children. Is it, I don't know, I could see maybe like if I put myself in your shoes, maybe it's themes of like fear that you could bring to prayer. Like, oh, what would I be afraid of? You know, because there's, you know, we shouldn't have room for fear in our, you know, God doesn't want us to be fearful when we're thinking about these things. Or
True.
is it maybe like a lack of like humility or something, or like a chance to think about maybe being more sacrificial, just sort of different themes like that. I think this could be a good sort of, I don't know, if people are thinking about this and praying about it, it could also sort of bring up themes that we should all be focused on as we're thinking about going into new relationships with anybody. People have children or not, it's a good chance to just sort of stay open, grow in virtue, things like that. So that's kind of what's coming to mind for me.